Hey guys, it's Hunter here, and we are going to talk about the best free screen recording software that the internet has to offer. First up on our list is ActivePresenter. ActivePresenter is commercial software, but there is a free version available. And their free version is okay after you bang your head on your desk for about an hour trying to figure out their user interface. Their user interface is so crowded, it makes me wish I was born in the days of the command line interface. Now, in all fairness, they are more than just a simple screen recording software. They tout themselves as an all-in-one screen recorder, video editor, and e-learning authoring software. So in their interface that they have, they are tasked with presenting a lot of things, basically a lot of features and a lot of buttons. So that's why it feels so overwhelming. But for me, it was too overwhelming. Things are embedded. You can't find settings you need. Like, the reason I stopped using this software, because I was using this software for a while. The reason I stopped is because it was too difficult to figure out how to screen record across different monitors, how to set up the resolution properly. It was just really difficult. So that's, in all fairness, like I said, they are more than just a screen recording software. I did try out their software tutorial things that you can generate with their software. Like, if you were trying to do a demo of your software or tutorial, they do record mouse events and clicks, and they'll draw rectangles around them. And later on, you can go back through your screen recording and actually caption your little images later. You can caption the video later at each click, basically. And that is very nice, but it's just not for me at this moment. Alright, so they get a 2 out of 5 stars as a simple screen recording software, and 4 out of 5 stars as an all-in-one screen recorder, video editor, and e-learning authoring software. Alright, so next up we have Debut. And Debut is also commercial software with a free version available. So their Debut video capture and screen recorder software. I actually really like this software. It's good user interface, simple, clean, easy to select between different options. The only downside is that the free version is not for commercial use. It's for non-commercial use. So that's not really an issue for my at-home videos that I'm making. But that becomes an issue when I want to use this at work, because I'm using it for commercial purposes, and I would like my software that I use at work to be the same that I'm using at home. And yes, you could just lie, but they also lock you out of features, they lock you out of their editing studio that they have, and so it just, really, that's the only downside to this program, is that it's for non-commercial use only. But other than that, it's pretty good. I really do like it. I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's pretty decent. And like I said, the only reason that I really stopped using it was because I believe it started locking me out of some features after a certain point of time. Like, it gives you a free trial of the pro version, which is great, but after that trial runs out, you start losing some features that I really liked using. But we'll get into this later. The reason that I am happy that I stopped using this is because of another screen recording software that I found. So they get a 4 out of 5 stars. So after my experiences with commercial software, I started looking for open source software, because those are free and they can be used for commercial use. And I came across CamStudio. And let me tell you, CamStudio looks perfect. It's exactly what I was looking for. Super simple interface, very few buttons. You can toggle your view, you can display screen annotations, dialogue, record, set your region, your fixed region, window, all screen, select screen. It looks great. But it only looked good for about the same amount of time that my parents thought I was cute. You know, like, both me and my parents were hit with reality a little sooner than we would have liked. At this point, I'd rather install Internet Explorer 9 than CamStudio. I would rather develop a website for Internet Explorer 9 than CamStudio. And that is some real self-hatred right there. Really, so my first issue, and this was really my only issue, and it made me just hate it with a passion. So, CamStudio records in an AVI file format. And AVI files have a 2 GB limit. So, when you go to options and you say record audio from microphone, which is what I tried to do, after recording a few videos with no sound, I tried to record audio with my microphone. And so, after I did that, every time I recorded a video, it kept giving me a file creation error, unable to rename/copy audio file. And this is because, from what I found online, this is because you reach the 2 GB limit too quickly. And I was recording tiny videos. That's what they said online, is that this is the reason why. But apparently you have to go edit your quality, set your keyframes, your capture frames, your frame rates. You have to go do all that, right? But my biggest problem with this is that every time I change my video length, basically I have to go adjust these frame rates. And if I don't get it right before I start recording, if I don't just guess on the right number, I'm basically screwed, because it doesn't tell you that it can't generate the file until after you've spent all the time recording the video. And that doesn't sound very nice to me. The other problem I had with it, revolving around the same issue, is that just to do something as simple as record audio from a microphone and figure out why it was generating an error just from turning on an option that is built into the program, I had to use Google. 5 minutes into the program and I had to use Google. Well, 10 minutes. We'll give them 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the program, I had to use Google to figure out why you're giving me an error. If the program had told me what the error was from within the program, like it had a help dialog and said, go adjust this, I might have been kinder to them. But because of that, because of this, their silly error that they have, and the fact that it doesn't tell you until after you spent time recording a video, they have lost me as a free, non-paying customer. That's right, folks, they lost me. So they get a 1 star out of 5. Alright, so after CamStudio, I came across my new all-time favorite. I came across your new all-time favorite. I came across everyone's new all-time favorite. It's what I'm using now to record this, and it's what I will likely be using for a long time to come. OBS Studio, Open Broadcaster Software. Free and open source software for video recording and live streaming. Let me tell you guys, it really is your new all-time favorite. So when you launch the program, it is super easy to get started. You can create different scenes, so you could set up different windows within each scene. You could set up the entire screen. You could set up different monitors, whatever you would like to do. And it is super easy to add different input sources to each scene. So you could say, okay, I want to add an audio input capture, and as you can see right here, I have it set up to my blue snowball. You can add a monitor. You could add which monitor the display capture, You can decide which monitor you want to record with. You can even do an audio output capture, which will record whatever your computer is putting out through your speakers, whether it be Bluetooth or plugged in headphones or your actual computer speakers. It will listen to that audio and then put it in the recording. And it is super simple to set up. You can, on top of that, you can actually browse within their, they have a little browser that you can browse the internet with inside of OBS, which is pretty neat. I'm not sure if I'll ever use that because I love Firefox, but that is still cool. You can do a game capture, image, window capture, video capture device, and you, like I said, you could set up these different scenes and you can switch between them. So, and that's why this is so great for streaming, but it also makes it great for producing video content that doesn't have to be edited. And I really like that. The other thing that I really love about this software is their built-in filters. You can set up a noise gate, which helps with mouse clicks or keyboard clicks. You know, whenever you're tapping on the keyboard, you can help filter that out with a noise gate. Noise suppression, that helps a lot with rain noise, air conditioner noise, and then a compressor that also helps with rain noise and air conditioner noise, and kind of make sure you can kind of play with the settings, make your voice sound slightly different, eliminate weird clicks that you have when you say certain words, things of that sort. Super easy to start and stop recording. Click this button right here. You can go up to, that's pretty much it. You can start streaming. The streaming is interesting. I have not looked into it that much yet. What I did notice is that you can set up a URL code. I guess that's how the Twitch streaming and stuff like that works, and you can input that URL code into this program and it will output your video as it's recording to that URL, which is really nice. And so if we ever decide to do that, that will be great. And then they also have file settings. You have more settings available to you as you go through. You can set up different, different settings, resolution. You can set up your frame rate, all of those things. This program, it's beautiful because basic user interface is pretty simple. But if you want to go get more into it, definitely can. So they get 5 out of 5 stars. They are just awesome, and I suggest you guys go download them and start recording your Minecraft videos or whatever. Alright. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys have a good one.